Hey, this is Michael Penny with Teens Want to Know. Today we're at the 2014 Writers Guild Awards. In Hollywood, everything starts with a story and a script. This means that without good writers, pretty much nothing happens. To talk to some of them, Teens Want to Know hit the red carpet once again for the 2014 Writers Guild Awards, which honors the scribes who bring us intriguing stories and characters, or simply know how to make us laugh. For teens who aspire to get involved in show business, we highly recommend writing as part of your development, whether it be a song, a short film, or some comedy sketches. Many of the actors you know and love are also writers in some form. But don't take our word for it. Listen to what a famous guy from one of our earlier episodes had to say on the subject.
Well, you know, I didn't really get a career going until I started writing songs with my partner and showing people what I could do, not just as an actor. So if you sit around waiting around like an actor going, oh, please cast me, discover me, like Lucille Ball, you may just be, you know, treading water forever, you know. And whenever anyone says, hey, I want to do what you do, I say, get to writing.
That's pretty good advice. Here are some resources to check out for beginning writers. And now, let's go to the red carpet. Hey, we're here with legendary writer, director, and producer Garry Marshall, who's being nominated tonight with the Television Laurel Award.
Very good. A nice introduction. It's the Patty Chayefsky Laurel Award, named after a great writer who comes from the Bronx, where I come from. And we went to the same high school, so it's a great honor tonight.
So now you've written a lot of amazing television shows, you know, Happy Days, Mork and Mindy. How do you think writing television has evolved since you were a writer to where it is today?
Well, I don't know if you watch a lot of TV, but it's a little more risque, you know?
Yeah.
For kids. When I was doing Happy Days, they wouldn't let us say the word virgin. And she wasn't a virgin anymore. We had to say she was pure as snow and she drifted. That's what we couldn't say, virgin, no more virgin. So we had to be a little clever. Now I just did, I act sometime. I just did 2.5 Men. A lot of double entendre sexy jokes.
Yeah.
So that's mostly how it's changed. Censorship has changed.
For sure. Now it's time for our time machine question.
You got a time machine question? I'm not old. I'm going into, all right. Ask me.
Well, if you could travel back in time and give one piece of advice to your teen self, what would it be?
Truly, don't give up and keep going. There was a man that's not popular with teenagers named Samuel Beckett. He was a great writer. And he used to say, you gotta fail. And he would say, fail, fail again, fail better. And that's been always my motto, to fail better and keep going. That's what I would tell teens. If they didn't want to be in show business, I'd say play baseball, because that's what I wanted to be, a baseball player, and I didn't make it. But it's okay.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Okay, teens are my audience. Princess Diaries, we love them.
Hey, we're here with award-winning writer Thomas Schnauz. So the last time we spoke to you, you said that you really needed a job. Now you won the Writers Guild Award. What have you been up to since?
I did get another job after, believe it or not, somebody was dumb enough to hire me. I worked on a TV show called Resurrection, which will air this March on ABC, and right now I'm on the Breaking Bad sequel called Better Call Saul. It's actually a prequel to the show, and I'm back with Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould and a lot of the other Breaking Bad staff, and we're having a great time so far. We've only been at it about a month and a half, but we're having a really good time and we're breaking episodes.
Cool. So now, what's the most challenging part about writing a show?
Coming up with the initial ideas. Once breaking an episode is always us in a room banging our heads against the wall trying to figure out what are we going to do. It's always you start with that blank page and it's like, what are we going to put on it? But once the ideas start coming and we start forming things, it's like a ball rolling. It's like a boulder rolling downhill. It just gets a little easier and easier, which we pick up some steam.
So how's your life changed since winning the award last year?
Well, I'm a lot busier now. You know, so many people got crazy about the show in the last year that I think all of our profiles went way up. So just been working a lot. Really bringing in the work.
What have you got coming up next?
Well, I just finished working on The Strain, which is a new show for FX.
Yeah, that's the one about the vampires,
yes,
right?
Yes, Guillermo del Toro and all that. And then I'm going to go work on Better Call Saul, which is the Breaking Bad spinoff.
To me, it's a no-brainer. Writers should always be recognized because everything begins with the words. And the performers are nowhere without the words. And if I don't have 8 writers on our staff preparing clue after clue after clue, I have nothing to talk about on the program.
Hey, we're here with Brad Bell and Jane Espenson. So what are you guys nominated for tonight?
Tonight we're nominated for Husbands. It's a newlywed comedy on the CW Seed, which is their digital division of the CW, so it's in the new media category.
So now what's the most challenging part about writing a show like Husbands?
I think keeping it funny and having something to say is, is a delicate balance. You want to have an agenda. You want to have an agenda. We do. I mean, we have a point of view on a lot of different topics, and at the same time, you want it to have a relatable story and be really, really funny. So bringing all those elements together is a challenge.
And I know Brad talks a lot about the influence that we know a show like ours can have on young people who are out there seeing this role model of this young, happy, married, same-sex couple that's making a go of it. And so that's one of the main reasons that we did the show.
You can't have a great movie or a great TV show without great writing. So being here to pay respect to them is, that's my priority tonight.
Well, now it's time for our time machine question.
Okay.
If you could travel back in time and give one piece of advice to your teen self, what would it be?
I would just say keep your head up. Don't pay attention to the haters. You know, haters are going to hate, and when they hate, it's more about them than it is about you, so don't pay any attention. Keep listening to your gut. Trust your gut. Don't listen to anybody else, and be the best you can be.
Hey, I'm Joe Manganiello, and you're watching Teens Want to Know.
I'm Brad Bell.
And I'm Jane Espenson.
And you're watching Teens Want to Know.
Hi, my name is Alex Trebek, and you're watching Teens Want to Know.